Anthony Albanese has made his first promise of the official election campaign, saying he'll outlaw price gouging by the supermarkets. With the cost of living at the top of mind for most voters, Peter Dutton stopped by the Energy Minister's electorate in Western Sydney as he made the case for more gas to lower power prices. National Affairs correspondent Jane Norman begins our coverage.
Campaign day 2 and contenders are finding their groove.
Hello, Dante.
And perfecting their kitchen table pitch.
I'm trying to keep fit here for the campaign, and it's just about to go out the window.
With grocery prices leaving a bitter taste in voters' mouths, Labor's latest plan to counter the cost of living is aimed squarely at Coles and Woolworths.
We will make price gouging by Australian supermarkets illegal.
The competition watchdog isn't certain price gouging is going on.
What is some more?
But Labor's talking tough, promising a new task force and new laws by year's end.
Price gouging is when supermarkets are taking the piss.
Well, this is the 6th policy review that the Prime Minister's offered in 3 years. So I would say that the Prime Minister is as weak as water.
Swapping a brewery for a brickworks.
So this is wet clay at the moment?
Peter Dutton stopped by Energy Minister Chris Bowen's Western Sydney seat to again highlight the high cost of electricity.
Each month, the gas bill here is in the millions of dollars. In the United States, it's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
His solution is to get more gas into the grid by fast-tracking approvals for new projects and reserving more gas for domestic use.
If you put more supply into the market, the prices will come down.
By how much? The Coalition won't say. Haunted by his own pledge to bring down power prices before the last election, the Prime Minister's making no such commitments this time around.
What we have done throughout our term is to provide immediate support when people needed it.
Dodging questions about whether bills will go up when the latest rebate runs out at Christmas.
What we are providing is $150 relief.
As the campaign enters its first full week, 3 major opinion polls have Labor and the Coalition statistically tied around the 50-50 mark, which would most likely see the government returned. It's incremental, but at this stage suggests Labor's making up ground after trailing the Coalition for much of the past year.
Do you think you'll win this one?
Yeah, I do.
Of course, we're aiming to form majority of government in our own right, and we're confident about our ability to do so. But if we fall short by a couple of seats, we will have a negotiation with the crossbench.
This election tango still has a way to go. Jane Norman, ABC News, Canberra.
So cost of living is dominating the early stages of this campaign, but for all the promises on grocery and power bills, what can households expect? With his analysis, here's political lead David Spears.
For all the tough talk on lower prices, there was a lot of dancing around the detail from both sides today. Outlawing supermarket price gouging sounds great, but it doesn't necessarily mean we'll all start saving at the checkout. The competition watchdog has just looked at the supermarkets and found no smoking gun. Nor has making price gouging illegal proven to be a silver bullet in other countries. It can help in extreme cases, but this is more about Labor signalling to households that it understands their pain. On energy bills, anyone hoping for a firm commitment from either side about lower prices will be disappointed. Both leaders reckon they have the best plan, but neither is sticking their chin out to say how far prices might fall. More details are slowly emerging about Peter Dutton's gas plan, but again today we've been told we'll have to wait for the modelling on prices. Days into this campaign, momentum is with Labor, and that can really matter. Anthony Albanese's confidence about forming a majority government is high. Whether he can will depend on the next 5 weeks.